you've got Obama that's really insulting um, Donald Trump. Um, you got Obama that's got to tell Trump that being the president is an important it's a job, etc., etc. I forgot all his other insulting comments to Mr. Trump. Now you got the Bushes ganging up on Trump. You got Bill and Hillary. When you get Hillary, you get Bill. When you get Bill, you get Hillary. Okay, I'm going to quote this from Google. Um, okay, this is George W. Bush and Bill Clinton became chummy a few years back, best buddies. They even made the statement 2016 would have another Bush or a Clinton. Wonder if, just asking, wonder why they all have to gang up on the one person who's had the guts, and that's exactly what he's had, to tell the truth. Not by votes, by pandering to illegal that are in the country. It's beyond me. I can't, the hypocrisy in it. Now then, I want to mention one other thing, and I want to say something about this because your media doesn't touch any of it. They get paid for what? They control what you see and think. Actually, yeah, they do. Now, went through, let me put it this way, I went through Tampa, November the 16th of 82, that would be. Okay, I do remember, I was with someone else, a lady that had gone down, something about her child. She used to live there. And the Martinez, who was mayor at the time, his daughter, I believe her name was Jennifer, went missing, November the 16th of 82. Okay, the next couple of days, she and I came back to Atlanta, and I ended up going back down and working at the Tampa Hilton, I guess, just a few weeks later, I'm not sure, not long after, a couple, 3 weeks, I went and became sales secretary at the Tampa Hilton. And I know that there was Martinez that worked there. Now then, he was mayor and his child, and they changed the name to what they changed it to? It wasn't Martinez, it was Martinek, or I've forgotten. But it was on the milk carton. The problem with it, and, some other things, and this is not connected necessarily with that kidnapping. I don't know who kidnapped her or anything. I'm just telling you what I observed here. And there's some other things that I observed, but I'm not going to tell them here. You ask yourself, people, how did Martinez, he was mayor, how did he become governor and then drug czar? Look at all these drug czars. You got someone who I thought was okay, Lee Brown. And who was the Brown that was shot and killed, that was I should look this up, but my phone's not working right. He was shot and killed. He was Secretary of Defense, I can't remember, in the Clinton administration with Lee Brown, who was police commissioner in Atlanta during the Wayne Williams murders. Went on to Houston and became mayor, I don't know how many times, but police commissioner, I don't know how many times, but he ended up drug czar under the Clinton administration. And I want to go back to the Tampa Hilton. So they put Martinez, ends up from mayor to governor. Jeb Bush was governor, by the way, when I was down there. I'm pretty sure. So then you got George W. Bush, and I believe Martinez was drug czar under him. Anyway, his daughter had been kidnapped, and the other stuff I can't prove, so it doesn't have anything to do with a kidnapping, other than and I'm going to put a question mark here. In Clearwater, right next door to Tampa, it was on Fort Harrison. There was a, I don't know why they call it Fort Harrison, but it was Martinez, Gonzalez, and Rodriguez. And people confided in me because when I mentioned names, I didn't have to have the Hustler magazine and Larry Flint, bless his heart, for telling the truth about the Bloomingdale tapes and God knows all the other, and hurt for it. But the young girl, Jennifer, was supposed to have been, she was on the milk carton, wasn't the first on the milk carton missing children. Okay, she was supposed to, and some Martinis worked there at the Tampa Hilton while I was there. But she was supposed to have been found and put back on Fort Harrison Street. Why? But they never reported it. She was still on the milk cartons. And the other thing is, I looked back and tried to Google it, and it appears to me that they've changed some of the things about her. But anyway, they didn't even list her. They changed her name from Martinez to Martinez. That's what it is. So that's all I know about that. There was some other things told to me. God knows, unless I'm under oath somewhere, I'm not going to say anything. They had nothing to do with her kidnapping. But I taped it for the police down there, but they inferred they already knew. So I'm going to leave it at that. You better watch out who you're getting president. Maybe it's time for an overhaul, and you don't get the Obamas, and you don't get the Bushes, and you don't get the Clintons or any of that in crowd. As far as I can see, Donald Trump's the only one that's got the guts to tell the truth and do the right thing, make the right decisions.